Mame ko ahomane so na me ne Professor Bafo Agimendua enkonkodi nkomo emra UN government expert na me ne no any enkomo emra. Prof anopa wotimi nka memo akwa aba afishiapa e de ba Kessben machi dwumedie so.
So me chiamu na afishiapa afisi seni nyina yo nkom ye kasa kama se ya.
Yo, and that's here, Papa, Pastor, your ball so. Now, first of all, in terms of our governance, they say your democracy, no, Kabima Minkebino, and here Fanny Ejina as a governance expert.
Question, na no maybe this year, MCM, a month for Abama Bukakra.
Okay.
And some more question to acquire your parliamentarians or more, and she has said democracy, no, after and after. Nemum Subambia, Yinadino, and then Emma said, Shakaka. Oh, Nina is there. Democracy, yeah, basic, can be mammy can be. And it's a what can be. And be back, will need to be a compromise. We will also maintain near pen with near compromise.
Okay.
And after say, leadership make me through consensus based, you know. You know, make me create now am I into Abba. When near someone, my friend say, room for Kano and maybe a more intelligent, no to say, Sabi, Monsieur Senia, who being candid, the union, the name. Compromise, consensus based never. Unfortunately, forbidden and Lucy Monica Cram. And said, okay, let's answer.
Okay.
So, since somewhere here, parliamentarians or more into Panano, Konubia, Kotia, Kunyania, Gadina. Tiasia number. Oh, Tiasia. Now, me did this. And Kadab was to say, a man penny. Eura Nana Kufuor also the leadership so a babwa.
Okay.
Oh, you say Sebastian a 5% of them ready back. Next opposition party, okay, America for any among other democracies now. As the opposition oppose one. Almost post and I say on befa when they are then so leadership meeting painting na or the castle bibum castle be our car. Sebi Ebema abotre aba amamu. So no the abano me see say both executive any legislature or say find a better way to communicate to each other and to relate to each other. And no near there anywhere a hamika clan. See democracy no meming say and somewhere seem to say trust me and as I say no more be hard work to make it work better for us.
Okay. Prof, Okasa Yemono, what you two major words? Consensus then and a fay compromises ye betting me. Now, in terms of Brofona now consensus, no, why necessarily we initiate the process?
To initiate and in the assembly all person in mirror ya get to. So in other words, the incumbent government that is initiating the new policy.
I see. Abaya this one.
Abaya this one. So now person a passing rabbi. So an opposition so there naturally, traditionally, no, they will find some loopholes and oppose it. Until almost arguing back. Now 1 year. That's the ensure. That's a more casa. Now manona be share baby. To be a me fancy, ye leguia, ye can. Also 175 interest charge. And position for so almost and pennies becomes 0. And so maybe it's okay. In near Haruna, the can't say, and so Betia Yamana baby 1% Bibisa.
Okay.
A whole Nankasa consensus answer compromise in Keba. But when the year all of a sudden, Sadia a Johnny Call, yeah. I said you almost stuck with Nasibia, Yan Tresubi. Then it's a 10-year wabemon. Yet they are not neck, and you two, and not said you could fast soldier for us and Naba. And you two at the castle. They are not there, the castle. And you said, there, Nicola, family, no make me at Nancy. Nasa and Tiasia cry, ma, there must be a way to say for this and that reason we can move on. Okay. So, and no, I only idea a this is a relational more than the principles of democracy. A personal issue there, meaning where it's coming from.
Interesting. Now, Doc, my found quite kakra at the time I had to about a few movie. I'm paying and making an appointment. Nominees, we heard from the minority side, some are Wamukai ahead of vetting. But if we are seeing in an Wamutimiji ministers in an etum, as at that time, no process is a buy as compared to budgety any home commodity babasaya airbayno. Do you foresee the leadership in parliament on the side of the NPP, no? One more failure by one more failure on Payana.
Well, on one hand, the facts are almost to push it through government policies, no?
Okay.
And it reflects the leadership and you're strong enough. But on the other hand, I'll say Parliament, this time, 8 parliament, you need this other.
Okay.
Until say, overall majority, you may be a majority, but authority, I want to. If we say 137, 137. That's independent the council, the nano, say, yeah, man, Akufado can't say, actually, my majority group and your majority party. I know there are technical issues. The fact is that NPP, NDC they have equal numbers in parliament.
Okay. And any a factor, and that was a
fact. Okay. No new description can change that fact. The fact says the speaker Niho, let's NPP Nico, yes, acting speaker, not he almost so. A hono, and NDC for who say, one more strength, one more NDC, one more strength. Let's answer not this year. The substantive speaker, you are bagging, only Hona, and NPP. Speak by him. Oh, Nanka, or more dear. In the NDC for no benefit, say, so be acting speaker, and I say second or whatever. Once you take the city, only voting right, like the substantive speaker.
Okay.
And yes, my TTB say NPP force what you say. Yes, because the real speaker are on your parliamentarian. That's all your. MP now Kotna Kunyana Kasa constituency no where to Moguana. Very interesting. Just Supreme Court the very Amaya. So to me those technicalities in there is that they are there. But what is important is how the two sides can relate. A relational issue. Politics is relational. How do you relate to your opponent? Oh, you give and what do you take? Oh, and then say to see a dancing sim a brain.
And Crawford Brenano say Orache Bensabonso, while living a purpose as a leader of the house. Yaman in court Nayensis, probably no, and Crawford when he said, Wayan Ho Chrinchi, Chin, any idea. Is it time, sir, NPP, Ebesi some leadership? Because one more film and SID or winning.
Well, Lady Kai, you Rache means I'm so Boduma. I'm an NPP in the house. He's one of the most effective majority leaders. No doubt. I mean, he's very effective. Now, men, same day, we can say now, one conference.
Yeah.
Young protectors in MPs, so that they can go unopposed. Because towards the election, all kind of same thing.
Yes.
And they got this. Then go back again and repeat the same request. And to me, how he thinks. So because that position inherently undemocratic, people to be free to elect their own leaders. So with some why affect young changing and after we do so. But the America say, Wabwa party Wabwa in many ways. No mum, that is so one account, so good boy, so good at Nemo a child. Nebo. To be a longevity, no so no negativities. To be a dinner can be a partner also almost.
Okay. Prof, now technicalities as they say, abano. I mean, this away because abana memwon semodi amodi actually and your money there. Now the precedent in terms of processes and the procedures, Rashebigem Eyisu, say you was speaker what Tiakunyama was presiding, which is the first deputy speaker. Now Wabeka say the second deputy speaker now one only independent member of parliament, you know, what na bewi. And you know, one on them metina kunyem na one and proceed with the proceedings. Now one no as first deputy now one no a president and some emitimi and tonaba. Is it done? A sipen ever in history moana. Is it accepted?
Frankly, I do not recall mankind and maybe somehow we say Abaso or Ghana in Parliament. If you say the Dika. Say me can you problem is Parliament pay 50-50 between the two competing parties. So in Chile and maybe my that's like back in country Dubai buy or better side here. I will know a long statement in a very interesting statesmanship way. One condemn say outright for reversing on only decision. Okay, I said there's a challenge there because the standing orders decision they are subject to different interpretations. If you need the right position on these things, Mr. Biden I are aware. Until one condemn, until also decision way and so one true no often. So even though I said President can't say be no Vice President true. But senior also and maybe anti-sense, even though you're on the surface, and you're very, but that's what the rules say. And when you know at the challenge be a better Parliament has almost standing orders, you know. They need to look at it and bring some what you call clarity. That's this is a constitutional so and they are not to say review constitution. This could be part of the issues. I was here, now clarity, but I have them. You see, nobody ever thought to say a day will come one part of a bad pie, say 50-50. Okay, I'm saying people didn't think of it that way. So, and she said the Aban at the young Sunday, I was actually young Sunday brave. The constitution you review, the parliament is almost standing orders for the review. I also when you have my agenda. Na ya hwe kwan bi e befa so assistant sancrater na ya mamu ankoyem tokwane blues on no parliament.
Okay. Safari no journey higher Kessben 92.9 Kessben 93.3 wo Kumasi wo share TV so live. Prof, mamimbi se bien because they say no the integrity of speaker Alban Bagbin no is in question and Crawford so say wo ye adwuma ni posting and ne tibia no niema na wo ye no wo ye adwuma ma ne party NDC wo ni say was sorry akonwa ne so a niema etiti say no ebetimi asi. But yes, still no wama and no raise a lot of concerns ebe sabia ebe da ho enya na.
Well, no doubt back then or NDC ni yedina yenim sa fala kunya so abe speaker on ka se megai NDC okay nti obenwa NDC for so many decades maybe for our person the president and call challenge Mahama. It is on political ambition. Okay. And so you're speaker or you speaker. It is where bias in a way no you cannot afford because we're in this. Because normally the parliament, even though they say a party for speakers now, or be a big or big speaker be go on the side. To a doing the war, yeah. Now the same say yes home fan. And now they are one place. They didn't mukase or shedan wamba. Now himself by NDC NPP Benya all the 138, you know, because the deputy speaker, second deputy speaker, Alabama and Benya 138. Inti one man e been interpret this NDC no pesa anything or shed that wama to create this kind of confusion. Maybe meaning say the name send home farm. To be a new area, no, it was said that Obaya came more strong. And see the mechanism. So by you am nipa mienu asem eba ya die tibo ho eneka. So money ye party na parliamentarians in parties or more. Na nyasa wa sebi omo bibie pedi no mo ho dia. Ane nessa se banka get a kwan chiso. The final point on this point is on this illegal offer no. Okay. No kwa umuni say. Or mine in this look, I talk to my friends in the banking sector, financial sector. The fact is that in this the so tie abanson crofon so momoka e bi kura chesa ile via ma no ma bi kura fini ade so moka
yeah
and no tell say confirm what I'm saying say o mani sikase enye sir yes dia abansa so say me ko IMF something they don't want to go so until no until minimum say 2024 abano cross the buses sanes NDC cross amba they will find a way to raise taxes. That is the bottom line. It is in the best interest of the two parties to agree on this. Especially since he establishes somehow 8 years they are likely to come or businesses break the 8 whatever it is for the nation we need to mobilize the resources. And to be at this mechanism of buying person or digital tax, papa, let them find other ways. Because by all means, we will need to raise funds. Now, you know, media say, either in the Enyama or more, there must be other alternatives. And no, woman to me fair moment. Now, by 915, 175, no, I'm a pen at the end. And also, any help. Like I said, they are not compromising on any issue. Okay. They should be give and take.
Yes, but the bad is no na position that by Jina. How ben a debra mine?
Well, she said there was a budget, you know. It's one more prove no matter.
Yeah.
Appropriation bills in our mapa. So the government machinery can go on. They will have the money to work. Yes, na say you be impasse, you know. And at their hand, the broad man of there. It means that the government expectation will be raised a certain amount. Now it's 45 billion. Let's say, what can we account? Where am I? Let's say, obey, run short. Oh, yeah, estimated revenue, you know. So, the bus are normally professor oil. And only the main application. I'm saying, no, so near there. About. This are by annual sack publishing. They say you are bought between a minute. The grams or cover the crab is acquired.
Yeah, maybe.
Now, you might say, intimately, scheduling the interest. If you are there, a harbor, I just say, hi, you know, because I mind you, we are all Ghanaians who suffer. So, in Tina, come at can this for and people. Omunya emia name say another thing e be a MY na I won't thank you na na kufuad nko so benya ekwan bi abotire bi no so di leadership abamu kakra if you say now look mass your kai or call you well say wo party or parliament technically no you are equal with the opposition
yeah
the tone could have been different the tone of his rhetoric should have been different. Should have been more accommodating and a little bit inviting,
appealing.
But appealing. But yeah, to Sano, Timmy Manipa also says an argument.
I see.
And Tilamson and Nasono, necessarily said, Blumra also faces the reality. It doesn't have a majority in Parliament. 3.9. And that requires a new form of relations and communication also all day. So they are the Mantia.
Okay. Finally, me again, Memra should be Gania me to Abaman, say one Kosemra, na one primpuntu ram in Patemono. One no Negina who I walk on to Miss Oriano Pa, Namihun with TV so no walk one. A dear necessary Bami trims a gun any.
Oh, and not dear Minia and Graciama. And Graciama. Me say crime no there many me propose say Ghana. Sa honorable idea to sa nkrofo so no yen free ho.
I see.
Yen free ho.
One deserve honorable title no.
They don't deserve it in the list. And from Mr. Haruna, Mr. Osemen, Chairman, Mr. Juan, not honorable. They are members of the honorable house. And maybe so kaya. Just be making that statement. The MSA register with us. For sake, they are members of the house itself is honorable. It doesn't mean whoever goes to the house becomes honorable.
But another peculiar to the 8th parliament here now say the HMUKONYA so Kahobi.
Oh, send me a Chamuji. Not something not your young in the market.
Okay.
Even though occasionally there was some misconduct. But this time there, I hear who no be there. Akonya Krubia Kocheso or Koshino. Make me a copa. And now make pictures are not paying number man Tinka. You address it be white, be come. Now you're pushing it. Now what high school, and Kodakurano. Baby, how more different than this? They are more different than this. And then the machine that go to town on them. What more good animals? What when you know good animals? Oh, because a man for BSR. It's true. Taiwan for it to we are not Taiwanese, we are not Nigerians. There were cultural values. There were cultural values. Now LBGT and Sensembaye, so some people are championing free values.
Yeah.
Now in who no parliament we are misconducting themselves. So dear, frankly, I'm sorry, I'm so open on this, but I'm not going to I'm honorable
Prof, Anope Mamenda Wasi. Merry Christmas in advance.
The same to you, Minion.
May I say.